Dreams, and Feelings.
Adam, we're live.
No, we're not. Don't lie to me.
We're lively recorded.
We're lively recorded.
We are livingly awake.
Mike, why are you so tired? Were you partying last night?
I was on a computer.
Doing what?
Playing a Steam
Second
game.
Life?
Oh gosh, no. I don't have friends. I don't have
RuneScape?
I was playing a game called Pamela.
Oh.
A robot survival horror that uses Minecraft type elements.
Nice.
And I just walked around lonely hallways looking for silicon to harvest so I could make a water condenser.
That sounds like a pretty crazy night there, Mike.
Yes,
You are a campus minister.
I am. You know, I turned the notch up to 11, and that's what I got.
Right. Maybe sip some more milk.
Some warm milk. Put on a good Barry Manilow album.
Was Lynn even home?
Lynn was asleep. She was zonked out.
Of course she was.
Mm-hmm.
Because any sane, normal human being is in bed by like 11.
Yes, absolutely. And I was neither sane
Nor human.
nor human.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Welcome to episode... What episode number is this?
43.
Oh my gosh. We're quickly approaching 50.
Yes.
I was talking to some former guests and some fans of the podcast, and we should do something pretty crazy for like episode 50.
I hope it's a surprise party.
Yes, that would be cool, I guess. I don't know.
I hope our friends make us walk into a room together and then, you know, they turn on the lights and jump out. And
Right, exactly. What is like the 50th anniversary? Like, that's like... I don't know. Has anyone ever had like a 50th anniversary? I feel like that's not true.
Yeah. Some people have gotten up to 70.
Oh, shoot.
And I think 50 is, I don't know, like crystal,
Gold,
gold,
something, platinum,
pewter,
frankincense,
myrrh, gold. I don't know.
One of those.
Yeah.
One of those is true. Drop us a comment. But yeah, we should do something crazy for it. But what episode is this? 43?
43, yes.
Oh my gosh.
And for those who want to see the other 42 episodes, you can go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Mike and Adam's Dreams and Feelings. Or you can go to archive.org and type in Mike and Adam's Dreams and Feelings, where you'll be able to find us and download our podcast.
True that. Also, check us out on Facebook, Mike and Adam's Dreams and Feelings. .co.uk.
Minus that other part.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and leave us a comment, leave us a like, troll in the chat a bit. I don't know.
Send us a meme.
What do kids do on Facebook these days?
I think they argue why Drake and Josh had to break up
while playing with a fidget spinner.
Yes. That's a new thing. Like, people keep putting these random memes about Drake and Josh, how Drake wasn't invited to Josh's wedding.
Right.
And I don't know if that was real life, fake life. I can't tell the difference anymore because the internet obsesses about both.
Right. Mm-hmm. I'm calling fake news.
Fake news, yeah. That's a thing now, and I'm not happy that that's a thing without my permission. Yeah.
I kind of like it because it means that I'm actually satisfied as a knowledgeable and intelligent reader of news and purveyor.
Yeah, because you know all your Nickelodeon news.
Exactly.
Yes.
I know the ins and out of every Miranda Cosgrove relationship.
She's grown.
What does she do now?
She's grown into a mature young woman.
That was really creepy, Mike. That was really creepy.
I was going for endearing dad.
Yeah, that's why it was creepy.
Oh, because I'm not an endearing dad.
You're not her endearing dad.
I can't be the world's endearing dad.
No.
Darn it. I need to take my resume off of LinkedIn.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Oh my gosh. So what do we got today? I feel like we got a lot going on.
Why are we next to this beautiful contraption?
Oh, you know it. It's the transmorgifier dimension hopping device.
Device 3.0.
3000.
3000. And little known fact, we went on eBay, got the Transmogrifier. It's powered by old AOL discs.
It's true.
Yes.
It eats them up like coal.
Yes, it's like the coal. You just put them in and it eats it up, and then it allows us to look into alternate Earths where our podcast evidently exists in other Earths.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, so even though we're going to be going to an alternate Earth with alternate history, alternate facts, there is a Mike and Adam on each world, and we tap into that channel. We listen to what we have to say. We find out that we are equally as charming
and handsome.
Yes. Yep. And so, today we've been gifted enough to be able to go to Barbarian Earth.
Yes, that was quite interesting.
Yes.
I was amazed that they were able to discover electricity.
Yes. To go on Barbarian Earth and to have Wi-Fi is a treat.
You're right.
Yes.
Strangely advanced for a civilization based on raiding
Yes.
and pillaging.
Right, but you know what? That's the economy.
Right. There's always a job.
Yeah.
The job market doesn't collapse because it's already gone.
So anyways, we're going to go into this world. We're going to check out what our alternate selves have to say, and, let's get started. I'm going to hit the button.
Do it. Andre, shovel those discs faster.
Welcome to Mike and Adam's Beef and Chopping.
Yes. Welcome one. Welcome all. We're very excited to be here today. We're brought to you by Benny's Venison Service.
Yes. And part of Benny's Venison Service is he actually takes the venison to your home and chops it up in front of you.
It's true. You never want to be fooled by those big market brands who use filler. Always get your venison from Benny. It's always quality, always tasty.
Yes, but we are live at the Death Arena.
It's true. Welcome.
Welcome. And I'm Mike the Conqueror.
And I am Adam the Forsworn.
Oh, yes you are. And, we want to give you, it's the 4th of July.
Yes.
A very special holiday where our founding forefather, George Washington, yes, he carved the independence on the back of the King of Britain.
Right. In that fateful day.
Yes. And you can still go to the Genocide Museum.
It's true.
And see that back with our founding laws carved on King George's back.
Right. What is any law if not carved on the back of a king?
Right. I know they had a death battle involving chairs and guns and muskets and a few attack
guns
dogs.
And muskets?
Yes, all of the weapons were involved. And because George Washington won, we now have Death Erica. It's
true. I for one am very thankful for all the wonderful, brave barbarians and Valkyries out there that have fought for my independence.
Yes.
To raid and pillage and plunder as I please.
Right. We are one nation, sovereign for killing, gibbing, and fragging.
It's true. And I can't think of anyone better suited to lead us into the future than our current president, Donald P. Plump.
Right.
Who's very barbaric.
Absolutely. Plump is kind of the name we give him because he actually smothers you in fat.
It's true.
With his fat.
Sometimes his, sometimes bare, depending on the day.
Yes, and then he kills you. I mean, I know that's how he won the election.
It's true. As any good president should.
Yes, he was in the death cage, and he kind of sat on our other potential.
Yes, the elder statesman, the elder Valkyrie, if you will.
Yes.
and actually former first barbarian
Right.
Hillary
I just call her Madam Deathcamp.
Madam Deathcamp.
Yes, Madam Deathcamp. Yes, he won fair and square. It's a good election.
It's true. It's
Yes.
true. I don't think I've ever been part of a more fair electoral debate, more fair electoral experience.
For the people, by the people, betting on the people.
Mm.
I made 50 clams
It's
off
true.
of
Wow.
that match.
Wow,
Yes.
that's really good because that can go towards that new mace you've been eyeing.
Oh, the mace. The Chop and Hammer.
The Choppenhammer 3000?
Yes, the Chop and Hammer 3000.
That's very nice.
Yes. Yes, but speaking of arena news,
Mm-hmm.
it's been declared illegal to have your pet dinosaur interfere with arena battles. I know that when Jean-Claude is
From the Van Damme?
from the Van Damme,
Yes.
the Van Daminator family.
Yes, yes.
I know that when he's trapped in a corner between 3 saw blades and the floor is literal lava, when his Tyrannosaurus comes out and bites the guy's head off, declaring him the winner, I know it's a little cheap, but
Yeah.
it makes a good arena fight.
Right. And I mean, honestly, what is the difference between the Van Daminator with his dinosaur? What is the difference between him and, say, the Barbarian Jake the Snake Roberts from
Yes.
using his pet snake in these same
Right,
combats?
right, or Pterodactyl Dan.
Right.
His finisher is a pterodactyl comes in, grabs your arms off,
Right.
and then eats them.
Right. And I don't really see the difference. And frankly, the new commissioner of Death Battle 3000 is frankly taking things too far.
Yes.
I think it's because personally, like his son was killed in said death battle by
Right.
a dinosaur. So I feel like he is a little prejudiced and therefore shouldn't be making decisions like this.
Right. And it's not cheating. People had to raise their dinosaur up. They had to starve it. They had to teach it to kill and love human flesh.
It's true.
There's
True.
no reason at all why you should not be able to use your dinosaur. It's a fighting style.
Right. It's honestly it's a lost art, and frankly, I feel like there's a lot of animal mastery fighting styles that are slowly dying off. No pun intended. With the once proud Stark clan with their wolves.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure you remember back in the day.
They would throw the wolves right at your neck.
It's true.
Like throwing stars.
It's true. It's wonderful to watch, but again, it's a dying art.
Right. And man's best friend is his bloodthirsty animal.
It's true. It's
so
true.
to separate that from our death arenas, our number one sport, is to actually get rid of a friend.
It's true. And with the upcoming helmet enforcement, it just feels like the babyfication of the Death Dome.
Right. And I don't even understand the helmet because the object of the arena is to kill them.
Right.
So you're just postponing the inevitable.
It's true. And honestly, you talk to any barbarian gladiator, they want to go quickly.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
I don't want to be drinking out of a straw.
Right.
Forgetting my name. Living in a death hospital.
It's true.
No, I just want to go quick and easy.
It's true.
Yeah.
Either allow me to die in the death dome, or honestly just throw me into the volcano.
Right. That is a good way to go.
It's true. It's true.
In other news, Emperor Plump says that decapitation is now a pre-existing condition, which I think is malarkey. When you get decapitated on the battlefield, you got like 10 seconds to live.
It's true.
There's no reason why healthcare shouldn't be able to cover that.
It's true. Just because you've been decapitated doesn't mean that you don't have other debilitating health needs.
Right.
You might be missing a finger. I mean, 1 in 3 citizens of the Battle Dome and the Battle Sphere are missing a finger or a thumb.
Right, even half the crowd is.
It's true. And and that's just in the Battle Dome. That's not including the general world. I feel like the statistic increases as as we go farther and farther from city centers, where there are better health care facilities,
Yeah.
more death hospitals, and frankly, like I don't think it's fair.
Right. And, let's get with the future. Other hospitals are doing bloodletting.
It's true.
And a thing now called bodily fluid draining, where when you feel sick, they just drain out the evil parts of you.
true.
And then you're back on the battlefield, hacking and slashing.
It's true.
Yes.
And honestly, like, what more can a barbarian want?
Yeah, right. I want a good death hospital and to be thrown into a volcano.
It's true. And, to die with my mace in my hand.
Right. To be on your shield, or to come home with your shield,
Exactly.
or to lodge it in the neck of an enemy.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Now, recently you went to the new Taylor Swift Blade concert.
It's true. There were many wonderful bards accompanying this maiden who, for some reason, is really broken up about boyfriend.
Right. Which I can only imagine is her partner in combat.
It's true. Probably her shield bearer or something
yes,
like that.
Yes.
I can never keep up with what the kids are saying.
Shield
these
boy.
days. Shield boy. I'm never sure what the
Boy
kids are
of
saying these days.
shields.
Exactly. But it was a delightful time. I will say. Although I will say that I was possibly one of the older gentlemen in the crowd. But
Right.
regardless, I did have a fun time. And her lute playing skills are beyond compare. Like, no one comes close. But I do wonder how her mace skills stack up.
Well, it's a very participation type concert.
It's true.
She will bring someone up on stage and do something called the breakup, where she'll break every bone in your body and then send you back to the crowd crying.
It's true. Broken,
Yes.
physically, emotionally.
I know you were raising your hand saying me.
Of course, nothing would make me happier than to be broken up with by
Right.
by-
But who ended up getting picked?
there was this young lad named John Mayer. I think he comes from
Mayor the Slayer.
Yes, Mayor the Slayer, and he called up on stage, and apparently he also had some lute skills to attempt to woo the young Valkyrie, and frankly, she wasn't having it, and she kind of did this weird kind of dance. And she just,
Right.
It was almost like she was shaking like the blood of her victims off her back or something.
Yes.
And suddenly
Shaking it off
exactly,
of such.
exactly. And then out of nowhere, this crowd of strong and independent but beautiful ladies came out of nowhere, and they tore him limb from limb.
Oh, was he playing his song? I love this one song because I know who you're talking about.
It's true.
Your Body is a Thunderdome.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, such a beautiful song.
yes. So
Yes.
So overall, concert was a big success. And honestly, like, I gotta do what I gotta do to stay in touch.
Right. I know you sent her the heart of a goat.
It's true. Nothing
so
says
often.
Yes, nothing says I love you like a goat heart.
Oh, a good goat heart.
Yes.
I like to send her. Well, my favorite arena battle woman is Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
She kills people with nets,
It's true.
wraps it around them, throws it in volcanoes. A very traditional arena woman.
Very cost effective.
Very cost effective. There's this one thing where she drops a stone and calls it gravity.
Oh.
And drops the stone right on you and you die.
Wow.
Yes, a very gravity type kill. Very traditional.
Wow.
Yes. But I'll send her the thumb of a Nazi every so often.
Ooh.
Just saying, thinking of you, written right on the thumb. Yes.
Yes. No. Yeah. You are a very traditional man, and I appreciate that about you.
Right. Absolutely. In other news, the top 5 ways to die on a live volcano. We haven't done a top 5 in a while.
No, it's true. It's true. It's a staple of the show, and yeah, I think it's time to get into our top 5 ways to die in a volcano. And obviously, number 1 is being wrapped up by Sandra Bullock.
Yes.
Tossed against your will.
Yes, into
Screaming.
the fires and the flames of a volcano.
Exactly. That was number 5. I feel like that's a fairly obvious.
Yes.
Number 5.
But number 4 is being uppercutted up into the atmosphere, falling, hurtling down into the volcano, and getting burned alive.
It's true. The number 3 is obviously when you're fighting your grandfather on the mouth of a volcano after winning a prestigious martial arts tournament.
Yes.
And you inevitably defeat your father due to the blessing of your elders and those that have come before you, and your animal partner gives you strength, and you lift your father and throw him into the volcano. It's a rite of passage.
Right. When Ryan Gosling does his move where he choke slams you
It's true.
into a car,
Right.
drives the car into the volcano, killing himself and killing you. I think it's very sacrificial. It's beautiful. It's a little poetic.
Yes.
He's only done it once, but I remember it.
Right. And you could say that he only did it once because he is no longer with
Yes,
us.
because it was effective.
It was effective.
The first time was very effective.
Very memorable.
Yes.
I wrote it down in a notebook.
Yes. It was a very... I love that notebook. You just draw pictures of people dying.
It's true.
Yes.
Over and over.
And over. Every page.
He drew a death scene every day for a year.
Right. Oh, the romance.
It's so wonderful.
Yes, give that to his shield bearer.
Exactly. So what number are we on now? Number 2?
Number 2.
Number
yes.
2. That's so hard to count with so many mace wounds to the head.
Yes.
Number 2 obviously is whenever you accidentally or not accidentally, but when you're raiding the pterodactyl nest for eggs because your shield maiden has requested scrambled eggs for breakfast, as you do, and you're looking for pterodactyl eggs, and swoop, one comes down, picks you up, and just drops you off right into the volcano.
Right, the slam dunk, as
true.
they call it. Yes,
It's true. I still remember the day that the great barbarian warrior LeBron James was from Jamtown. Was searching through some pterodactyl eggs, and he had several in his arms, and he was on his way back, and he was just taken from us too soon.
Right. My favorite thing, I think we can all agree that the number 1 way to die in a volcano is you cover yourself in cybernetic metal.
Sure.
And then someone takes a shotgun and shoots you as many times as they can.
Yes, true.
Meanwhile, the cybernetic metal is growing back limbs and features.
It's true.
And finally, you just fall into the volcano. And to show that you've landed safely, you give a nice thumbs up.
Exactly, as you slowly sink into the lava.
Yes.
It's true. And see, I have a slight disagreement with you, but I in essence agree. But I think another worthy way of an iconic death in a volcano is you're in a duel to the death with your supposed mentor / brother, and after accidentally emotionally and physically hurting your shield maiden, and over the course of your duel he has the high ground,
of course
you attempt to leap over him, and he cuts 3 of your 4 limbs off, and you leaves you to die at the mouth of the volcano
because you're brothers.
Exactly.
That is the definition of brotherly love.
Exactly. And and eventually coming back and getting rebuilt robot parts, and eventually killing your master.
Yes, he doesn't die until later.
It's true.
I mean, it's still considered a volcano death.
It's true, because his humanity is left there.
Yes, but he might die in a spaceship.
It's true.
On a moon.
Whatever that might be.
On the sun.
It's true.
But it's still considered a volcano death.
It's true. It's true. And I think that's why it remains an honorable mention, not so much a inclusion in the list. But that just for me personally.
Right. So, anyways, we had a special guest.
It's true.
recent news says they just died in the arena.
Yes. Yeah, that's very tricky landing guests, especially barbarian warriors.
The funny thing is, we thought this was a lesser sport. It was called golf. And our guest was Lee Trevino,
Yes.
the Dominator.
The Dominator. Yes.
Yes, and he was going to explain to us this new sport called golf.
It's true.
It's actually an acronym for gibbing, oily fighting,
You forgot the L.
lasers,
And too many mace wounds.
and yes, and fury.
And fury. Yes.
But basically, you take a large club, you find an ogre head,
It's true.
and you hit the ogre head as hard as you can
Into a volcano crater.
into a volcano crater. And there's someone in the volcano crater, and you have to hit them hard enough where they get a stroke.
It's true. It's true.
They say it's a more peaceful sport.
It's more of a refined sport.
Yes. You have to dress up. Maybe a shinier metal vest.
It's true. It's true. Maybe your best animal skin.
Your best animal skin. Yes. We were gonna interview him. We were gonna ask him all about the sport and his life, his shield bearer.
It's true.
But he died when the ogre had bit him.
Oh, it was still alive.
It was still alive. Yeah, he was taunting it.
Right.
He grabbed it. He was taunting it, and it bit him on the mace wound.
Oh no.
Yes, and he was down for the count.
Wow, that is very unfortunate.
I know golf can be very, very dangerous.
I hear that.
Yeah, you need to be careful. You need to be use safety first before you go into golf. Yes.
Always. Remember, kids, wear your helmets.
Wear a helmet for golf, not for arena.
Not for arena battle.
No. Don't be a wuss.
Yes, exactly.
But for golf, always wear your helmet.
It's true. Definitely don't want to get bitten by an ogre.
No, those heads are quite active even 3 seconds after you've chopped them off.
It's true. And I can't think of a less barbarian way to go
Right.
than an infected bite wound from an ogre.
Right. Even if you are a golfer.
Yes. Yes. Even if it's the world famous ogre, Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers, the ogre.
Yes.
He was so funny.
Yeah.
He would wear an inside out Captain Kirk mask.
It's true.
And he would go around and say, "Hey, donkey!"
Exactly.
Which is his slur for all people.
For all people, yes.
Yes.
He viewed us all as donkeys.
Yes, we were all donkeys, and then he would eat waffles in front of us.
It's true. What's a waffle?
A waffle is a venison, but it has pieces of other animals in a grid-like fashion.
Okay, like a suet.
Like a suet, yes. So it's a bunch of scrapple nonetheless, yes.
Yes.
So he would eat it, and they actually made 4 documentaries about his life.
Wow. Yes. Very popular.
Yes.
Very popular.
Yes.
Featuring the band Smash Mouth.
Yes. When you say band, it's literally 5 people that just punch you in the mouth.
Right.
And then walk away.
Right. All while doing the strange thing on their forehead.
Yes.
In the shape of an L.
L meaning lasers.
Exactly.
Lasers are going to kill you in the future.
Exactly. Exactly. After being smashed in the mouth.
Yes, absolutely. But anyways, my mace wound is just removing all of my memories, so I think we should call this show done and over with.
Yes. It is done.
What did you learn today?
I learned that I should always wear my helmet when golfing.
Yes, absolutely. Learning's new for me. You'll have to forgive me.
Right.
I'm kind of an impulsive person.
Yes.
But I've learned that I'm really hungry for one of those suet waffles.
Yeah, me too.
I think I'm gonna go down to the local Killery and go get one.
I'll join you. That sounds delicious.
Absolutely. Anyways, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
We'll see you at the Death Dome live.
Yes.
And Kill and be filled.
Exactly. Go forward.
Go forward. Go forward and subtractify.
Exactly. I've been Adam, the Forsworn.
I am Mike the Conqueror.
And this has been Mike and Adam's...
Gibs and sword axes.
Yes, pole arms.
Pole arms and weaponry.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Join us next time.
Join us next time.
It's still recording, Mike. I didn't turn it off yet. Oh wait, now it's off.
Okay, yeah, it's off. Ah, wow.
That was something else.
Poetic.
Honestly. It's nice to see that my love for Taylor Swift abounds through many dimensions.
Yes, yes. You know what? I don't really see these as alternate Earths. Maybe like alternate nudges.
Right, right.
With a little obsession in there towards
Right.
one
Right.
topic.
Exactly. It's nice to see that time and space might change, but Taylor never.
Yeah, Taylor Swift never changes.
Yes.
Um,
How boring golf is.
yes, that was boring.
I mean, in the grand scheme of everything, like, of that world, that does sound pretty boring.
Right, right. Like, I could see people getting very bored.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, you know, Donald Trump's leading style doesn't change.
Right. I know, like, the name changes a little.
Yeah.
But it's still a big guy making impulsive decisions.
Right.
And,
You know?
oh, yeah. I don't even know where to, you know.
It is what it is.
I kind of want to live there, because...
Do you? It seems simpler there.
It's simpler. It's a gentler time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Emotionally.
Yeah, right.
Maybe not physically.
No.
But, yeah. I mean,
We're indoor cats. We wouldn't survive.
yeah, maybe they need commentators.
Right, right. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, well, that was something else. I can't wait to see what's in store for next week.
You know what? We have many, many different dials on our alternate Earth
It's true. Only one that
transmogrifier.
counts.
Yes. The on button.
The on button, yeah.
So if you want to hashtag us or comment us.
I think it's called a pound sign, Mike.
Yeah, pound us.
But no. No.
Too
That's
far.
Barbarian. That's Barbarian.
Oh, okay. Yes. Smash mouth us.
Yes.
Tell us which Earth we should go to next. I mean,
Yes.
there's so many Earths. There's vegan Earth.
It's true.
There's pillow Earth.
Yeah. There's
There's
essential oils Earth.
Essential oils Earth. There's homegrown Earth.
Yeah. There's film noir Earth.
World War II Earth.
It's just in a perpetual state of World War II.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Marvel and DC cinematic or universe. And like,
Yes. Yes.
Where it was like World War II for 10 years after World War II was done.
Oh, World War II is just never ending.
Right?
Yeah.
Looking at you, Call of Duty.
Yeah, come on. Pick a different war. David and Goliath.
Right. Hashtag not my World War.
Absolutely. So, I don't know. Call of Duty. Would you play a Call of Duty game if it was based on biblical wars?
I think that would be interesting. I don't know, maybe. Like, that'd be interesting. I think there could be there'd be several, like battles that would be pretty, like, keystone. But, like, I don't know, who would you play as? Like, would you be Joshua?
I'd want to be Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Yeah, because, like, the kill streaks would be amazing.
The kill streaks. Yeah, I mean, if you read through the Mighty Men of David, like,
yeah,
it reads like Barbarian World.
Right, right. Mm-hmm. I don't know. In every World War II or FPS, there's a recon perk.
Yeah.
So how would they do the recon perk? They don't have planes back then.
It's true.
I think a guy just runs through the field yelling out who they see.
Right.
Which I would pay good money to see that.
Right. He just has like a flag, so they like.
Yes.
So they know.
Over here.
Right.
There's a bad guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, but yeah, no. I don't know if you saw this, but E3 was pretty recently. And they announced the new Assassin's Creed game, which takes place in Egypt. Yes. So I wonder if they'll throw in maybe a Moses reference.
Oh, I hope so. It's probably a DLC. You know, the DLC in the third one had the evil tyrant George Washington.
Yeah, that was a great DLC.
So maybe they'll have like the alien Moses,
Right.
cyborg Moses.
Cyborg Moses, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they like your new recon perk. They kind of did away with like the eagle vision. Like you don't have the
Really?
same thing. Yeah. So now instead it's hawk vision, and it's like you toss your little
Right.
Egyptian hawk thing, and it flies around, and it can target. You fly around as the hawk, and you can target and identify things.
Oh,
And
wow.
there's not a traditional mini map.
Well, that like totally blows the guy yelling.
Right. Out of the water.
Yes. Yeah, that's way cooler.
Right. That's what I'm
I
saying.
kind of regret saying that now.
Right.
I didn't know birds existed. But I guess they did.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
What else? A lot of games that were so cool in the early 2000s are getting HD remakes or they're getting sequels. I don't know if you remember Psychonauts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Psychonauts is getting a sequel. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is getting, or it's just called Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah.
That's getting a game. And I know that's the new original idea is just to take something that was really cool during the GameCube era and make it another sequel.
And make it cool.
Yeah. So that might be
Remaster.
exciting.
Yeah.
It might put Ratchet and Clank
Yes.
back
No,
in their
that'd be cool.
place.
Yes, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm just trying to look through what they're gonna do. I think they announce that there's a new they're gonna do a new Uncharted game.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
It's like a prequel or something.
A side story. I
Yeah.
know they were talking about having a female be like the head person.
Yeah. Let's see. So I'm just looking at the E3 announcements. So there's a new Metroid Prime game coming out.
That is amazing.
There's a new Pokemon game, obviously. Then there's the new Mario game, which is going to come out for the Switch, Odyssey.
Yes.
And then there's some more DLC for Legend of Zelda. Yeah, so I don't know. That looks pretty cool. Oh, and Spider-Man's new game for PlayStation.
Right.
Looks amazing. I know people were freaking out about that.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be made by the same people who did Resistance
Yeah.
and Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
So it's like I put a lot of faith in those guys. They're gonna do a stellar job. And I've heard some of the fights, and like it's really cool because Spider-Man like jaws off.
Yeah.
Like he like gives his commentary while fighting. It's pretty funny.
It's great. Yeah, no, I'm excited for that. Yeah, so what else? There was for some reason I thought that like Destiny was like an Xbox exclusive, but like apparently Destiny 2 is going to be on Sony with some
Yeah. Oh, Destiny 1 was on Sony.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just think of it as an Xbox game, but it was on one. But there's going to be some exclusives for the certain thing. Sony didn't announce too much at E3. So they're kind of playing it close to the vest.
Right. And that seems to be the new thing. Like I wanted to see if Xbox One X that was revealed, and it's supposed to be so powerful. Like the technology is above what any game developer can actually make.
Right, and that was the problem with the launch of the most recent PlayStations and Xbox. Like the game developers aren't ready.
Right. It seems like there's just a huge battle to come out with a new system that's just a tad bit more 4K-ier.
Yeah.
Like, because PS4 Pro will be like, we have the most 4K.
Right.
And then Xbox will be like, we have even more 4K.
Right. How much 4K can
I
one thing
know.
have?
Just move to 5, guys.
Right.
Or, how about this? Like, make games for 7 years and then make a new system.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, so Ubisoft had a very exciting E3. They announced the new Far Cry game, which it takes place in like the United States.
Yeah, like Redneck America.
Yeah, which is an interesting commentary. The Beyond Good and Evil, what you were talking about.
Yep.
And the new Assassin's Creed game, so that'll be cool. No one cares about PC gaming. I'm just kidding. Age of Empires. There's a new
It's
Age
all
of
I can
Empires.
afford.
There's a new Age of Empires game coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited about Bethesda's announcements because they announced that Elder Scrolls Skyrim is going to the Nintendo Switch. I don't know.
Yes, that was on a teaser clip
Mm-hmm.
last year, and
then they're releasing a new Wolfenstein game, which I enjoy,
mm-hmm.
and there's a new Evil Within if you're into that, but I'm
Right.
not, so I don't know.
well, here's a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of indie games that I could just name off here.
Yes.
And instead of actually looking up, let's guess what that game could be possibly about.
Yes.
For example, A Way Out.
Wait. I missed it. Say it again.
A Way Out.
No, what was the question that you were asking? Sorry.
Oh, wait. I'm going to just name a game, and you just tell me what the gameplay is.
Okay.
So, A Way Out,
Mm-hmm.
which I think you're an adorable kitten stuck in a bag.
Right. I was thinking it's just that one Crash Bandicoot level where you're running away from the boulder just for 8 hours.
It's a marathon game.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's the description of stress right there.
Right.
Read-only memories.
Ooh, that sounds like another dumb, like, it's a video game, but really it's just a series of QuickTime events. And it's not really a video game.
That sounds much more interesting than what I had, which was just a book. It's a book of memories, and you just read.
Yeah.
Absolver.
That sounds like a really cheesy knockoff of Hitman.
He's a guy who sits down and we talk it out.
Mm.
Will you stop being an assassin?
Right.
Let's hug it out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Cuphead.
It sounds like like another quirky indie company that's just like, hey, look how quirky we are. Let's come up with like the most outrageous game since Goat Simulator.
Yes, you play a bunch of mature gentlemen, and you have to put cups on their heads without their knowledge.
Exactly. As a great stealth element.
Yes. Let's see. What else do we have? Dunk Lords. I just think that has to be a MySpace tag name.
Right. Like, it's either just a bunch of dudes wearing a fedora dunking Chips Ahoy as they play Dungeons and Dragons, or it's like the newest iteration of like NBA Jam.
Yes.
Dunk Lords.
Eventually it would become the game Dunk Lords. I can just see it as like a gamer tag from a 13-year-old who does intramural basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, I'm Dunk Lord. Let's see. What else is there? Genesis Alpha 1.
It sounds like another ambitious attempt at replacing Mass Effect.
Yeah. Or, to go in an even cooler road, it's you play the Book of Genesis, but it's only an alpha right now.
Right. Of course. As usual.
Hello Neighbor. It's an evangelism simulator.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's great, yeah.
Yeah,
Soundtrack by Casting Crowns.
Casting Crowns.
Matt Redman.
You have to bring up neighbor.
The Newsboys.
Yeah, you have to bring up topics about the weather, the news.
And then pounce Jesus on them.
Yes, you have to weave Jesus into the conversation until they can say yes to church.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like it.
It's good.
All right.
But yeah, no, there was something else that was announced at E3 that I feel will really resonate with you. But Atari announced that they're releasing a new console for the first time in a million years called the Atari Box. Mm-hmm. Did you hear about this?
Yes, I did.
Are you excited? How do you feel?
Well, there's two kind of ways to look at this. Mm-hmm. Either it's a retro console filled with Atari games and maybe a subscription service where you get unlimited Atari games for like $5 a month. That I'm not too interested in.
Right.
There's too many of those.
It's too easy to get online.
Right.
For cheaper.
you can buy one of those retro things at Rite Aid.
Right, yeah.
And play. Or it's a standalone system that has Atari-themed games.
Yeah.
Even brand new titles.
Yeah.
That I could get around. That I could get excited. Though I have played the Jaguar, and I haven't been that interested in the Jaguar since 1996.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, I would love to see the Atari box become the go-to destination for a lot of indie games.
Right.
Where Atari kind of allows game developers to create and not feel that pressure from PlayStation or Xbox.
Yeah. Even if it was a subscription of every game of the past, let's just say it took a bunch of popular PC titles, popular Super Nintendo titles, like every game of the past in one subscription, that would still be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think that there definitely will be an aspect of that.
Right.
Definitely like a games library, but yeah, I sincerely hope that because they haven't released too much information about it, but yeah, I really hope it becomes like a go-to destination for a lot of indie games. And yeah.
Yeah. Is that our E3 talk?
Yeah, I guess it's E3.
I'm gonna drop a bomb.
Oh shoot!
Did you hear?
You're pregnant?
No,
No, I'm kidding.
No. Did you hear in the news?
Yes.
And I want to be told this is fake news.
Right.
But the death of the Big Show.
What? I did not know that. I did not hear
Yes.
that.
Well, okay. So this is why I think it's fake news, and but apparently the Big Show got shot. He was in a match, and I think it was a house show. So, and it says Big Show shot dead by WWE officials after child was found in the ring. So he was in a cage match with someone, and he has a history of being aggressive, getting too into it, and he was getting really riled up for this match. And a 7 to 10-year-old child ran into the ring, into the cage, and his life was literally in danger. And the WWE officials had to shoot him with a rifle. And
is
thus,
that just a Harambe reference?
You know what? I that's the first place I went, but there's news all over the world.
I think it's from The Onion. Where's the news? What is?
Well, okay. So, my wife Lynn read this story to me, and I couldn't believe it. My jaw was open. I'm like, what? And then I went on Facebook, and I didn't find the story anywhere. So, a well-known satirical website is behind false reports that Big Show was shot and killed during a steel cage match in Indianapolis on June 2017.
Yeah, I think it's from The Onion.
What?
The article is from The Onion.
So my wife was just reading this.
Yeah.
And to me, my jaw was open. I can't believe it. And
Portland.
And I'm like, and then I got like really angry for the rest of the week with the WWE.
It's from The Onion.
Wow.
Yeah.
They didn't
I just pulled it up on my.
They
phone.
didn't even try to make that look fake. That actually sounds like something that like you'd read about.
Yeah, I think it's also a Harambe reference. Like,
did I fail to see the humor? Is that what you're saying?
I think you might have.
See, I was so ready to be like, you being like, yeah, that's so sad. What happened to the Big Show?
No, I was like, fake news, dude.
Wow. Like, I was going to write an angry rant on Facebook about, like, the recklessness of the WWE, and I was going to ask friends what they thought about it. But, I'm really, really glad.
Let this be a lesson to you, Mike.
That I didn't look at my sources.
Mike.
I fell for the oldest trick in the 2013 book.
Yeah, you did.
Falling for fake news.
Come on, Mike. This is why I'm here, Mike. I'm a discerning internet connoisseur.
I'm like, why isn't anyone talking about this?
Because it's from The Onion.
Someone got shot in ring. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess that kind of swings the conversation to fake news.
Yeah. Solidly.
Should I believe everything my wife tells me?
You should research.
I did, and I probably went to an Onion website, didn't look at the logo, just read it. They really need to phrase those fake news better.
I mean, Mike, I don't know about you, but I definitely smelled that a mile away.
You did? Oh, man. You know what? Now in hindsight, I'm starting to see the Harambe
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah.
And like, yes, the cage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Big Show being the gorilla.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The child.
The child, and then him getting shot by WWE officials.
Oh wow. I got egg all over my face.
I feel like you should lose internet respect points.
Oh yeah. You know what?
That was wonderful.
You know what? I'm a little embarrassed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're now everyone's uncle on Facebook that posts
Oh, I'm glad I didn't post it.
like false, slightly racist things about Obama.
Yeah. See, I used to be the guy who... I was the troll.
Uh-huh.
Not the troll fodder.
Right.
I used to be the guy, sharing the...
Mike, you're getting old.
Yeah, I know.
You're losing a step.
Man, this is...
Maybe it's just because you feel really passionate about the Big Show.
Right. Well, originally I hearkened back to all the other WWE wrestler deaths who either happened through tragedy or through drug overdose or they had a really aggressive episode. And I said, oh my gosh, the WWE, they're not holding any accountability
right.
towards the recklessness of their sport.
Uh-huh.
I mean, even in the MMA, no one had to
Don't
be
get
shot dead. So,
Mike, you thought that in 2016,
yeah.
that the WWE would kill a man in front of a stadium of people.
I was like, it had to be that dangerous.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I can't believe the WWE had standby rifles for just this case.
Mike, man, you're killing me.
I'm killing myself.
That was wonderful.
Right?
Anyways.
So, update. The Big Show is not dead.
Right.
He was not shot by WWE officials.
I feel like that's the name of this podcast. Big Show Not Dead.
Big Show not dead. Oh man.
That was great. That was so funny.
I was gonna run a funeral. We were gonna share Big Show moments.
Right. It's candlelight vigil.
I remember telling Lynn, he was the great spiritual successor of Andre the Giant.
True.
God bless his soul. You're gonna see things all over the internet, probably talking about him.
I just picturing you just earnestly in your apartment, just talking to Lynn about how much the Big Show meant.
Yes. Oh my gosh. He might have even been a prayer request, like Lord, hold the WWE accountable to their recklessness, the negligence that they have. Oh my gosh. Oh.
That's great. Hey, the Lord knows your heart.
Yes, and I'm sure he honored it in some way.
Yeah.
By keeping the Big Show alive.
Right, yeah.
Oh gosh.
That was so good. I love it. So
absolutely.
Good. That was good.
So
that might be my favorite podcast moment of all time.
That moment I believe the Big Show got shot.
Oh, that was so good.
Well, you know what? I read Emperor Boo Boo Kitty, .com.
Mike, come on, dude.
Maybe thinking it was Empire Records or...
What the heck, man?
Oh gosh.
You're just blinded by your love for the Big Show.
I know. He was WCW.
Oh,
and WWE.
Oh, that was so good.
Should we even go to the next agenda, or should we just mourn the fact that I fell for the oldest trick in the internet?
Yeah, that was pretty sad, Mike. But I
Yeah.
think in the interest of keeping your sanity, we should quickly move on.
Right, you have a top 5.
I do! We got a top 5!
Yeah.
Favorite... top 5 best fake celebrity deaths.
The number 1, The Big Show.
The Big Show.
Number 2, Jim Carrey skiing accident.
But no, our top 5 this week is our top 5 favorite characters, regardless of genre, regardless of morality, good or evil. Just our 5 favorite characters. And, Mike, do you have something else additionally shameful to say about your 5 favorite characters?
Well, none other than the fact that my favorite fictional character was Barack Obama.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start my number 5, and I didn't really list them in my 5 favorite. I just more broke them down by genre. So my favorite TV show character is the classic Jim Halpert. I love the idea of a straight man. He kind of is the voice of reason in the office, and it's just great to see someone with Jim's temperament just be so long suffering in the office and just kind of deal with every situation with Dwight and Michael and Andy and whoever it is, just dealing it with how I feel like I would respond hopefully in that situation. So I love Jim, and yeah, him and Pam have one of the greatest TV romances of all time. So Jim Halpert, shout out.
Hashtag. My heart will go on.
Exactly.
So, being a writer myself, I have to give the spotlight to characters I create, because you gotta love your own children.
It's true.
But I wanted to keep it to only 2 characters that I've created. One is a book that a friend is helping me. Her name's Heidi. I tried to get her on the show. She's helping me get this book published. She has a good eye for writing, and she's quite the artist. But I created a character, and we kind of fleshed out this character. So I have to go into all this backstory, but basically he's like a warrior, barbarian type creature. He was born into war. He's ultimate super level sword skills. But he also has a devil may care attitude. And he's kind of like Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
And a super duper warrior. So
So just Nick Offerman.
Yeah. yes. He brandishes a huge black sword. His name is Mollet.
I think the term is African American sword.
Then I have to change the book, apparently. But his name is Mollet.
Mullet?
Not Mullet.
Oh, Mullet. Okay.
I've been creating this character since high school.
Wow.
And the book is going to be called The Other Forest.
Nice.
I can't wait for other people to read it and fall in love with him as I have.
I'm excited. What was the second one? Did you have a second one?
Oh, that's going to be my number 4.
So. Okay. My next is my favorite movie character of all time. There are so many greats, whether that's Neo from The Matrix or Aragorn or
The Mask.
Whoever it is. But my favorite movie character is another classic, Ferris Bueller. I don't know. I just I love his devil may care attitude, but more so how he kind of grabs life by the horn and lives on his own terms, and I just love his appreciation for just living life to the fullest.
He's impulsive. He's everything you wish you could be on your day off.
Exactly.
Where you just find something in the newspaper and say, let's go to that.
Exactly.
Or in Jim Carrey's Yes Man.
Yeah.
Where everything that comes to him as an offer, he just says yes to.
Yes.
Which I realize is that movie based on an improv rule?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. I would think so.
Yeah.
Number 4 is my other character.
Hey.
So, I self-published a book back in 2008. It's the hardest thing to find on Amazon. You have to type my full name and the name of the book. Otherwise, you get this ghost catching machine.
Nice.
which seems like a cool idea. But the book is called Spirit Box,
Mm-hmm.
and my other character is like this cold-hearted assassin. He's like one part Jason Bourne, but like another part like the toughest anime guy,
Right.
the guy who never talks,
Mm-hmm.
but he has like this soft spot.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Sniper Bob.
What?
I know. I named him in high school, so and I started writing the book in college, and it was only after I wrote the book that someone said, Mike, not everyone's going to take that name seriously.
Right.
And I'm like, it should have been like Lieutenant William, Sniper
Right.
William,
Lieutenant Bob.
Lieutenant Bob, but instead it was Sniper Bob. And, I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for Sniper Bob.
Shout out to Sniper Bob.
Yeah.
He was probably the one that took down the Big Show.
Yeah. He'd be the guy to do it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. One shot, one kill.
Yes.
My number 3 incoming favorite character. I couldn't decide because I decided to go with a comic book favorite character, and there's just so many. So I kind of have a 2-way tie for my favorite Marvel characters, and then I had one DC character, because I felt like I had to do that. So
Is it Spider Ham?
yeah, Spider-Ham. No, well, in the comic books world, my two favorite characters, even into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is Tony Stark and Peter Parker. I feel like the two of them really kind of are who I would say, like, if if my personality was an amalgamation of characters, I would say it's probably Peter Parker and Tony Stark. And no, they just speak to me on a personal level, and I really relate with a lot of their quirks and their strengths, their character strengths, and their character flaws. So
That's true. When you walked in this morning, you poured yourself 2 fingers of bourbon.
it's true.
You did finger guns at a Swedish supermodel.
Yeah, it's true.
And then you finished your pizza delivery route.
Exactly.
Swinging through the city.
Exactly.
I didn't know
Slightly
where
buzzed.
I didn't know where those references came from, but now I see it.
Yeah, now you see it.
Yeah.
It's true.
For number 3, I chose my favorite Justice League character, John Jones,
Yes.
aka Martian Manhunter.
AKA the strongest character in DC.
Yes. There's no way he should be beaten by Superman, but because Superman's more popular, Superman often has to rescue him. But basically, he has the strength of Superman. He can go intangible. He's got psychic telepathy powers. He's got the wisdom of Gandalf, and he can turn into this, like a more vicious, savage version of himself.
It's true.
And he usually runs the Justice League.
It's true. He's usually up in the Watchtower.
Yeah. So he's just amazing on all fronts.
It's true.
Every time I see... I don't think he gets enough... He doesn't get enough comic book time.
It's true.
And the fact that they're making a Justice League movie without him is... That's just... It's wrong.
It is wrong.
Which means he's probably going to show up.
Hopefully.
Hopefully he's like one of those Easter egg characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The big
definitely.
reveals.
The big reveal.
Oh, did I... I'm going to call it right now.
Yeah.
And since this is being recorded, Justice League, I think the big reveal is going to be a Green Lantern. I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah.
Let it be said, June 23rd at 10:16
Yeah.
a.m.
Yeah. 10:18.
10:18 to
10:19.
some people. That I called it.
Yeah.
The end.
Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Green Lantern. Okay. I could see it. I could definitely see it. Yeah. Anyways, my next character is from a book. My favorite book character is Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice.
And zombies.
Yeah. No zombies.
Mm-hmm.
But I love her relationship with Mr. Darcy. I love, I don't know. I just love me like a really strong, like independent, but like really smart and like beautiful. Like female protagonist. Like, she not only keeps up, but I feel like surpasses Mr. Darcy and surpasses a lot of male protagonists. Even I feel like she has a certain roundness to her character. I feel like she's relatable. She's funny. She's quirky. She's smart. And honestly, she is my book crush, and I do not apologize for that, Megan.
Yeah. Well, I think I've heard a lot of wives say that it's okay to have a crush on Gal Gadot. She's like, if you were to, it's okay to have a crush on her. I've heard wives tell their husbands that. Because I think secretly wives also have a crush on her too.
Gadot, yeah.
I wonder if that goes to Elizabeth Bennet.
It should.
But I'm going to say my number 2 is Bob from Bob's Burgers.
That's so good.
I could binge that show all day.
That show is so funny.
That show, he makes it for me because he's so hilarious.
It's true. He's so long-suffering. And I love it.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I love any character that is just the lone voice of sanity.
Yeah.
But, like, also at the same time, every once in a while, like, gives into it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, no, that show is just so perfectly crafted.
Yeah. His passion for hamburgers is so beautiful, how they just have so much comedy content just based on that alone.
Right.
It always makes me hungry for a hamburger, so.
Right. I hope to one day love Megan as much as Bob loves burgers.
Yes. Don't we all?
Yeah. So my last one is the video game genre, and I just had
Companion Cube.
Yeah, so many choices. I mean, GLaDOS, Leon from Resident Evil, Nathan Drake, Link, Adam Jensen, like all these characters. Phoenix Wright is definitely one of my favorites, but like
Guilty.
Exactly. That's just like, how do you boil down like the entirety of like just all video games and like pick one favorite character? And I think for me the decision came down to like, what game did I have I poured the most amount of time and money into, but like also the game where it best transported me into like another character that's not myself. Because I feel like a lot of games like Skyrim, like I think the Dragonborn as a character is like awesome, but you're really just playing as yourself. So like you can't name yourself as that character, or like any other kind of like RPG and like whatever. Like you kind of become like the character becomes like you. So like Shepard is like a great character like in Mass Effect, but he's not really himself. Like you play as yourself. But I think that for me like my favorite video game character is Master Chief. I think he just gives you a feeling of such satisfaction, and you're just like, you're this awesome like super soldier, and you just feel so powerful, and it takes you outside of yourself, and you're like, I am like this awesome space marine super soldier, and it just makes you feel like untouchable, and it makes you feel like a real action hero. And and I think that the Halo series is probably the most invested into a game series I have been, like in terms of like money and time too. So
Great.
Master Chief for me.
Yeah. Now I kind of have to pull the Trump card.
Oh,
but it's not Trump.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I wish Trump was a fictional character.
This is kind of like the ace of hearts,
which I think
spades. Ace of spades, which like wins every card game ever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Batman.
Batman? Okay.
Batman. There's no character that writers have put so much time perfecting and bruising.
Yeah.
Hurting yet awesomifying.
Right.
At the same time, making it cool to be dark and lonely and hurt, but also making it even cooler to have ninja skills.
It's true.
And to be able to use gadgets. He's known as the man who makes himself a little bit more perfect each day.
Right.
He's the guy you can bury alive and give 6 poisons, and he's already made himself immune to 5 of those poisons.
Right.
Gives himself CPR.
Right. Has the antidote already
Yes.
for the sixth one that he's working on.
Right, and somehow uses a shovel he made out of pieces of the cage to get out of that.
Right, exactly.
But then mourns his parents.
Right.
Right after.
Right, the entire time.
So,
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Batman is definitely, it's definitely one of those trump cards. But I didn't say my DC character. I remember we were talking about my favorite comic book. I said Marvel and DC, then I just got really caught up in Spider-Man. But my favorite character kind of plays the opposite to Batman's, like, order and more. Well, it's the Joker. Like, the Joker's my favorite DC character. I don't think you can say one without the other.
Right.
And I think they kind of mutually counteract each other. While they're but I feel like the Joker is like also like another trump card. Like especially when you're talking about like villains, you're like, oh yeah, like Grodd, or like, oh yeah, Mandoc, or whatever, and then you're like, oh yeah, the Joker.
The Joker.
Right.
I think those two characters, and maybe Harley Quinn and the remaining people that still think Superman's worth watching, are the only people keeping the DC alive.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah. And now with Wonder Woman, everyone's eyes are on her.
Right. As they should be.
Yes.
Even though it was...
You're allowed to have a crush.
That's true.
Yes.
So, yeah, no, that was a good top 5.
Good top 5. It was wide open.
It was.
Adam, it could have been a top 50.
Right. We could have gone forever. I mean, I picked a million characters for video games. You didn't even talk about video games.
No, I couldn't even go there because my favorite video game character will always be Player One. Right. Which is me. The most interesting man in the game.
Right. A shout out to Mike's Player 2, Lynn.
Yes. She's also very interesting, especially when we play Little Big Planet.
It's true. Does she just run around in circles?
Yeah. Screaming when there's lava and electricity nearby.
Right.
I have to kind of boost her.
Right. Give her a little help.
Yeah. Anyways, you want to get right to the snack?
Yes. We're swiftly approaching.
I'm going back to the spirit of our snack.
Yeah.
And that was to try wild and new flavors of generic foods and to see if the wild and new flavor is anything worth tweeting about.
Right.
And, you don't have to go very long in Walmart before you find a new fabulous flavor that just gets your brain working.
Yeah.
Today's flavor is the hazelnut Snickers.
Oh boy. I feel my white girl exploding.
Yes. It tastes like everything you'd put into a Starbucks drink to make it unique.
Yeah. The packaging is interesting. It's like orange and there's a hazelnut on it. There are 240 calories.
240 calories.
Let's see how much sugar is in it. It's not.
By the way, have you seen
6 grams?
Have you seen the 100-calorie Snickers bars?
I have not.
They're about as big as your pinky.
Are they smaller than the snack size?
I think so.
The fun size or whatever?
Yeah.
So when you open it up, it looks exactly like a Snickers bar.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go for it. I don't know.
Right.
It tastes like a Snickers bar.
Right. I am not noticing a hint of hazelnut.
I got some hazelnut.
But not enough to make you say, wow, that's a great flavor.
No, it tastes like someone trying to capitalize on
the Nutella brand, maybe.
Yeah. Pretty tasty. I mean, it tastes like a Snickers bar. No, you know, you know what? I feel like if they dropped this, like at the time of like fall, this would be huge.
It would be.
But now it's in the middle of summer and everyone's just like, whatever.
Like I mean, the chocolate bar case was pretty packed. No one else was jumping on that bandwagon. I feel like the most profitable thing about this is that they wrote hazelnut on the packaging. That's what makes you buy it, not the taste.
I feel like they should have put more hazelnut in it.
Oh.
If you can make your perfect candy bar, what would you do?
So you know how Nutrageous was big. I think it's still big.
What is a Nutrageous bar?
It's nuts and peanut butter
Mm.
with a thin layer of chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Every bite is an explosion of peanut butter in your mouth.
Mm.
You take that candy bar and you put another one beside it. And you sell it for $1. And then you give me like 50 of them. That is my favorite flavor.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That was very specific.
Yes.
My favorite candy bar is, and I don't even know if they make this anymore, but do you remember the Take 5 bar?
Mm-hmm.
And like
And pretzels.
pretzels, yeah. So give me that, but like give me more pretzel, man. I'm all about that salty, sweet caramel, pretzel-y goodness.
It's kind of healthy of you to say that.
Is it? I don't know if it's that healthy.
Because usually it's peanuts. And peanuts are a lie. There's just so many calories in them. I was trying to be healthy, so I grabbed like a little single thing of peanuts and I ate it, and then I did calories, and I'm like, I'm done. Thanks, peanuts.
How many calories
It's like
is it?
290.
What the heck?
Yeah. So it's like, you can't eat peanuts if you're watching your calories, but you can eat peanuts if you want to be like a German weightlifter.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's a lot of like fat in it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
eat peanuts though if you want to be healthy.
It's
apparently.
well, you know, the scientists will say good fat, bad fat,
Mhm.
good cholesterol, bad cholesterol. I just think everything was made to make me look more and more less attractive.
Right. You know, like, and it's a cross that we have to bear.
Yes. No more butter bars at midnight.
No, no more butter runs.
No more butter runs.
I feel like that's if we don't go with the big show, that should be the name of the pod.
No more butter runs.
No more butter runs.
Uh,
Anyway, so what did you learn today, Mike?
oh, well. Huge reveal. The Big Shot is still alive.
The Big Shot?
The Big Show. He's a big shot in my heart now.
Yes.
Because he survived a bullet.
Right. Bullet dodge.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I can't believe.
I'm actually kind of disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed in myself. You can't just walk away from that. Good thing we're not airing.
Right. That was awkward. Man. Yeah, and I learned also from Mike that we need to triple check our sources.
Right. I need to check for the words onion or boo-boo kitty.
Mm-hmm.
It was onion.fake.
Yes, exactly.
Um,
And I learned that Mike needs to get some more strong female characters in his life.
right. I think the most feminine character was Bob's Burgers.
Fair. Because it wasn't Sniper Bob. You had a lot of people named Bob.
Bob is a great character.
Is it though?
You don't make a Bob in your show unless he's amazing. Name one boring Bob in a show. I'm asking our audience to do that too.
Yeah, that's... I can't think of anything.
Isn't there a Bob on The Office? There should be.
There should be. I don't think so.
But I also realized that my 5 characters...
Yes, there is. Bob Vance.
Bob Vance.
Married to Phyllis.
See? He sounds amazing.
He's okay. He doesn't really do anything.
Yeah. I realized that my 5 characters are all strong, silent warrior types. That,
Except
for Bob. He's a more reflection of my character.
Right.
And all 5 of your characters are like super confident business people that succeed.
There was one. It was just Tony Stark.
Elizabeth Bennet is super confident too.
But she has a lot of prejudice.
But it's covered in pride, so you're good.
No, that's Mr. Darcy. Darcy is pride. Come on. Read the book, Mike. That's why it's called Pride and Prejudice.
And zombies.
And zombies. Yeah, there was only one businessman. It was just Tony Stark.
And Peter Parker, the business of crime fighting.
Like Jim literally sells paper.
He's confident. Well, anyways, it works for me.
Just like the Big Show. I'm not letting that go, Mike.
Just like the Big Show never let go of that child in the ring.
I'm so mad.
I know. The recklessness of the WWE.
Oh man. I'm just imagining just the amount of time you wasted on like being upset about it.
Yeah.
Like time you're just not gonna get back.
More upset that my friends were not talking about it. This is important, guys. He was shot.
Right.
Anyways, that's our show, episode 43.
Yeah. Many revelations.
Many revelations. Go to Mike and Adam's Dreams and Feelings on Facebook.
Right.
Or on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or YouTube.
Or if you know any articles or sites that are sure to rile Mike up, please send them.
Yes, please send them. And next week we're going to talk about how Shawn Michaels got bitten by a stingray.
Right.
And mourn his loss.
Yeah. Oh. Well, this has been Mike and Adam's Dreams and Feelings.
I'm Mike.
I'm Adam.
Bye-bye.